so bold, searching for secrets hidden in the fold. Under the vows where shadows creep, the truth awaits and mysteries deep. Voices call out from the shadows hold, stories untold where courage is gold. Exposing the lies that bind the free, expanding horizons for all to see. Voices call out from the shadows hold, stories untold where courage is gold. Exposing the lies that bind the free, expanding horizons for all to see. Truth seekers rise, lift your eyes. Break the chains darkness defies. Shine the light, uncover what's right, for all to see in the dead of night. Voices rise like sparks in the dark. Instrumental are we, leaving a mark. No more silence, the truth shall unseal. With every step, the wounds will heal. Courageous hearts in unity stand. With revelations, the world is planned. Fears fall away like dust in the breeze. Truth sets us free, we'll never appease. Rise, lift your eyes. Break the chains darkness defies. Shine the light, uncover what's right, for all to see in the dead of night. Rise, lift your eyes. Break the chains darkness defies. Shine the light, uncover what's right, for all to see in the dead of night. In the dead of night. In the dead of night.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's Mr. B here. How you going? I don't know what's happening here. Apparently, at this stage. There we are. Oh, good. Hey, that's what happens when you're live, isn't it? Things go up. Hey, I'm authentic. How about that? Anyway, hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to Mr. B and Friends Truth Seekers, and I'm your host, Mr. B. And hey, I haven't been doing a show for quite some time because basically I'm really getting pissed off at ufology. I mean, hey, I'm a true believer. I am a believer, and lots of, but I get disheartened when I see what's happening in ufology. And I actually created a documentary which I will be showing quite shortly, and it's about it's talking about the multi-ministry, and it is, and we actually got to rethink ourselves and say, hey, are we going to believe everything we are told or what we see in ufology? That's a fact. It's a dog-eat-dog industry. I mean, everybody's got to write, everybody's got a story to tell, everybody's got a whistleblower, and I mean, my God, and everybody's a guru in what they believe. again, it's we've got to get down to the nitty gritty and say, and look beyond the bullshit. That's basically the BS, and we just got to strive to make the best of it. But as I said, it's a dog-eat-dog-ish game for financial gain or fame or anything like that. I do it because I believe it and I enjoy it. I'm a retiree. It gives me something to do. But I rather join my Geezer Geek friends and Robert Bauer Geezer Geeks and join the boys and have a good bitch, and have a bit of fun with them and hey, jump over there and have and listen to the show, Robert Bauer Geezer Geeks and Netcast. And my good friend too, Doc Skinner, has just come back to the fold, and 1028 production, Doc Skinner. I must say he's done a great show today. People in the industry, and I mean, I can name them off. I mean, you've got Preston Dennett, you've got Michael Schratt. I mean, you've got you've got Groupon. I mean, podcasters, they're pretty genuine, and Preston Dennett. I mean, these guys are so genuine, and what they do and what they believe. There's no BS with them. They call it. They see it what it is, and but ufology today, it's they're feeding the insatiable stories. They're feeding your hunger of the sci-fi fanatics, and you can go from Star Trek to Intergalactic Federation. You can go from Stargate SG-1 to we know all the stories, and these people around and they're proclaiming themselves as gurus. And, just because they write a book doesn't make it factual, it's their opinion. And this is what we've got to remember. It is only in their opinion. I'm not saying their books are shit. I mean, they're probably interesting reading. And there are some books out there, the Core Seeds, probably make good sci-fi movies. But people have got to, I'm here to kind of give everybody a bit of a kick and just kind of let's all wake up and just realize that it is an industry, and it's a multi-million-dollar industry. When you consider the amount of people that travel to conferences, they book in hotels, they take flights. Hey, if you want to go and spend a couple of days at the Joshua Tree, it costs about $5,000 or $6,000 just to spend time with a certain individual. I mean, it is an industry, not just for authors, it's also for documentary filmmakers and everything else. So we actually got to get our feet on the ground and start saying, where's it really come from? Because every time everything is so sensational. When they promote things like what's happening in Congress in the US, this every time this time it's all going to come out, Now you've got Luis Elizondo bringing out his book, Intimate. Okay, book. There'll be another book, and it's like they're dangling carrots in front of people. To me, it's just getting to a point where, hey, I've had enough of this bullshit. I mean, it's just BS. And again, I play a documentary now, and it's only 15 minutes, and I'll be back. And I actually, it was generated with AI, but I actually wrote the script for this actual documentary. So my voiceover and also my I actually wrote the actual storyline to it. But just sit back and listen, and I will be back with you guys in a few minutes. So just sit back.
Welcome to another episode of Mr. B and Friends Truth Seekers. From the dawn of time, you up at the stars, wondering about the vastness of the universe and the possibility of other life forms out there. The mysteries of the cosmos have always captivated our imaginations, sparking curiosity, fueling our desire to explore the unknown. The search for extraterrestrial life has become a global phenomenon, capturing the attention of millions worldwide. This fascination with the possibility of aliens has given rise to the field of ufology, the study of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs. While the scientific community remains divided on the existence of extraterrestrial life, the public's interest has never waned. The explosion of interest in UFOs has created lucrative opportunities for publishers, filmmakers, and self-proclaimed experts in the field. Books, The Truth about alien encounters or government cover-ups fly off the shelves, while documentaries and television series captivate audiences with dramatic recreations and compelling eyewitness testimonies. Conferences dedicated to UFO and alien abductions draw in large crowds, eager to hear from researchers, experiences, and those claiming to have insider knowledge. While some of these sources may offer genuine insights, it's this information with a healthy dose of skepticism. The truth is, the ufology industry is largely unregulated, leading to a proliferation of misinformation, speculation, and outright. The allure of the unknown drives us to explore uncharted territories and seek answers to life's biggest mysteries. When it comes to UFOs, the desire to prove the existence of extraterrestrials can sometimes overshadow the need for concrete evidence. We crave the extraordinary, the confirmation that we are not alone in this vast universe. The truth is, the vast majority of things can be attributed to misidentified aircraft, weather phenomena, or even hoaxes. While there remains a small percentage of cases that defy easy explanation, the reliable evidence continues to be the biggest obstacle facing ufology. Eyewitness accounts, while intriguing, are often unreliable, prone to the vagaries of human perception and memory. The internet is awash in images to capture UFOs. Most of them are simply not clear enough to provide conclusive evidence. Grainy photographs lack the detail needed to make out the shape or nature of the object. Shaky videos often suffer from motion blur and poor focus. Without context, it's an aircraft, drone, lantern, or lens flare. These images and videos are open to interpretation. Our brains find patterns even in incomplete information. This tendency, known as pareidolia, makes us see familiar random patterns. To truly understand the phenomenon of UFOs, we need to move beyond sensationalized stories and grainy images. We need to apply the same level of scientific rigor and to ufology that we apply to any other field of scientific inquiry. This means demanding verifiable evidence in controlled experiments and subjecting all claims to peer review. One of the biggest challenges facing ufology is the lack of a centralized database and analyzing UFO sightings. Currently, information is scattered across numerous organizations and websites, making it difficult to identify or trends. A centralized database accessible to researchers and scientists worldwide would be an invaluable tool for advanced understanding of this enigmatic phenomenon. As the public's fascination with UFOs grew, so too did this demand gave rise to the figure of the ufologist, a self-proclaimed expert on all things UFO related. Some approach the subject with genuine curiosity, while others see its lucrative potential. That there are no formal qualifications required to be a ufologist. It is often based on self-promotion and narrative rather than research. In the competitive world of ufology, constant pressure to stand out from the crowd, to be the one who holds the key to unlocking the secrets of the universe. Some ufologists down a slippery slope where they begin to embellish stories, invent sources, or even fabricate evidence to support their claims. One common tactic is to claim access to anonymous whistleblowers, individuals supposedly privy to classified government information about UFOs and alien cover-ups. These whistleblowers, always unnamed, the shadows, become convenient sources for sensational stories about crashed spacecraft, government conspiracies, secret deals with extraterrestrial beings. These tales of government cover-ups and hidden into a deep-seated distrust of authority and a fascination with the unknown. The claim of having access to insider information, especially from anonymous sources within the government or military, can lend an air of credibility to even the most outlandish UFO stories. It plays into the public's fascination with conspiracies and the belief that powerful forces are working to keep the truth about UFOs hidden from view. This allure of forbidden knowledge can be intoxicating, both for the ufologist peddling the story and the audience eager to believe it. However, it's crucial to remember that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. When a ufologist claims to have bombshell information from a secret source, it's essential to demand proof. Who is this source? What are their credentials? The human mind is naturally drawn to mystery. We crave explanations for the unknown, seeking patterns and connections even in the most random events. This innate curiosity is what drives us to explore, to question, and to push the boundaries of our understanding. In the realm of ufology, this hunger for the unexplained manifests as an insatiable appetite for stories, for glimpses into a world beyond our everyday experience. The ufology industry thrives on this appetite, offering a constant stream of books, documentaries, podcasts, and conferences, all promising to unveil the truth about UFOs and alien encounters. Each new story, each grainy photograph, each whistleblower testimony feeds the insatiable hunger for the extraordinary, fueling a cycle of speculation and intrigue that can be difficult to break free from. The internet has become both a blessing and a curse for ufology. On the one hand, it has made it easier than ever before to access information, share research, and connect with like-minded individuals from all over the world. On the other hand, it has also facilitated the rapid spread of misinformation, conspiracy theories, and unsubstantiated claims. In the online world, where algorithms prioritize engagement over accuracy, sensationalized content often rises to the top, drowning out more nuanced and evidence-based perspectives. Within online UFO communities, there's often a strong sense of camaraderie and shared belief. The constant need to generate clicks, views, and book sales has come at a cost to the credibility of ufology. The relentless pursuit of sensationalism has led to a proliferation of outlandish claims, fabricated stories, and dubious experts more interested in personal gain than in uncovering the truth. This, in turn, has made it increasingly difficult for legitimate researchers and investigators to be taken seriously, as their work is often drowned out by the noise of the UFO entertainment industry. Instead of engaging in meaningful discussions about the scientific feasibility of interstellar travel, the potential national security implications of unexplained aerial phenomena, or the sociological impact of contact with an extraterrestrial intelligence, we're bombarded with stories of alien abductions, government conspiracies, and impending invasions. The world of ufology is rife with tales of shadowy figures lurking in the background, whispering secrets of government cover-ups and hidden truths about alien encounters. These alleged whistleblowers, often claiming to be former government agents, military personnel, or intelligence analysts, add an air of intrigue and legitimacy to their claims. They claim to possess inside knowledge that could blow the lid off the entire UFO phenomenon. They speak of crashed spacecraft hidden in secret hangars, reverse engineered alien technology, yet these whistleblowers almost always remain anonymous. The question inevitably arises, why would these supposed whistleblowers, if they genuinely possess such explosive information, choose to remain in the shadows? Why not come forward with their evidence, expose the truth, and potentially change the course of human history? While it's possible that some individuals with genuine knowledge of classified information might be hesitant to come forward for fear of reprisal, it's also worth considering the possibility that some self-proclaimed whistleblowers are motivated by less altruistic reasons. In the attention-driven world of ufology, claiming access to insider information can be a quick path to notoriety, book deals, and lucrative speaking engagements. In any field of inquiry, the burden of proof lies with the person making the claim. This is especially true in ufology, where extraordinary claims about alien encounters and government cover-ups abound. While it's important to approach these claims with an open mind, it's equally crucial to demand evidence to support them. When a ufologist presents a story based on the testimony of an anonymous whistleblower, it's reasonable to ask for corroboration. Are there any documents, photographs, videos, or other forms of evidence to support the whistleblower's claims? Without such corroboration, the story remains just that, a story, a tantalizing possibility, but not proof of anything concrete. Despite the challenges, the quest for truth in ufology must continue. The sheer volume of reported sightings, the persistent questions surrounding government involvement, and the profound implications of potential extraterrestrial contact demand continued investigation and exploration. We cannot allow sensationalism and misinformation to derail the search for answers. There are genuine mysteries in our skies, events that defy easy explanation and challenge our understanding of the world around us. These unexplained phenomena deserve serious attention, not just from amateur enthusiasts, but from scientists, researchers, and policymakers as well. However, this pursuit of truth must be grounded in critical thinking, evidence-based analysis, and a willingness to challenge even our most cherished beliefs. We must resist the temptation to accept any story that confirms our biases, no matter how tantalizing it might seem. Navigating the complex world of ufology can be daunting. With so much conflicting information, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Arm yourself with critical thinking to identify credible sources. Question everything. Don't accept claims at face value. Demand evidence and be wary of unverifiable information. Look for independent corroboration and be skeptical of claims without compelling evidence. Remember, correlation does not equal causation. Exhaust all possibilities before jumping to conclusions. Be willing to consider alternative explanations. Be wary of those who claim to have all the answers. I am Mr. B. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to tickle the like and subscribe buttons. Till next time.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. And well, I tell you now, my internet's been playing up. I think it really is playing up. So let's see where we go from here. So, okay, guys, let me get this sorted out here. There we go. And, get this back in focus. Here we go. Just trying the internet. Here we go. The internet is really playing up for some. I went from just a normal kind of what they call Wi-Fi connection sort of thing, and through normal telephone line. Now we've got the fibre coming in with the national broadband. For some reason, since I've done that, it's creating a lot of jerkiness, I've been told. So I'll have to get in touch with my internet provider and get that all sorted out. So yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed that bit of a documentary. Yeah, you know, the thing is, I really enjoyed doing the documentaries. I mean, people don't realize how difficult it is to actually, well, it's not difficult. It's just that it feels awkward actually doing a live show, unless I have a what they call teleprompter with my script or out there. But I like to be authentic and make my blunders. And some people keep telling me, "Oh, Mr. B, you should do a recording show. That way you can actually cut this and cut that and sort it out." And no, I thought, no, no, I just like to, hey, what you see is what you get. If you don't like it, well, you can get that way. But I'm authentic, and this is the trouble with ufology today. It's not really all that authentic, and this is what a lot of people have to realize. It's not authentic, and it's a multi-million-dollar industry. And I'll tell you something. I mean, you hear about, you know, these people. You look at some of these people; they've got some, like, you know, 300,000 followers. I mean, I got about 226. And I'm not in it for the cash, you know. I'm in it because it's what I believe, and yeah, that's true, Ange. I mean, you've got to be real, you know. And anyway, I'm in it because it's something I believe in. It's a cause, you know. I mean, the way I see things at the moment, the world is going freaking mad. It really is crazy. That's why on my new intro, I hope you guys like my new music intro. Yeah, I actually the lyrics to it I created. I created the style of music, but I didn't. I let the AI, artificial intelligence. Well, it's not really artificial. I let the computer do all the rest for the music and everything for it, and the style of music and how I wanted it. And I actually typed in the lyrics and yeah, and it shows that we're actually going through a cycle. And what I see at the moment and what's happening in the world, we're repeating the same mistakes that happened 75 to 80 years ago. And the world's going freaking crazy, you know, gender thing, and, you know, kids being affected by what do they call it, you know, men dressing up like women in classrooms, which I'm totally. I mean, I have nothing against gay people, nothing at all. I mean, what people do in their private life, it's their business. What they do behind closed private business. But I mean, when you compare some of these people with women, the he she's or she he's with women, the women are not flamboyant, they're putting out, you know. And it's like they're making this big political statement, say, I'm gay and I'm proud of it, you know, and everything goes, well, personally, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I don't go running around ripping off my shirt and saying, I'm proud of it. You know, if I did that, they'll be calling me a sexist, you know, a male chauvinist pig. This world is run on a lot of insanity. It's running on insanity. It's going crazy. The world is really kind of tipped upside down, inside out. What's happening in the South China Seas, what's happening in Europe, you know, what's happening in not just in Great Britain with the demonstrations and the riots going on between the racious riots going on there. But the same thing I can see in my heart same thing's going to happen in the USA with Mexicans and everything else. Because eventually people will get so pissed off the sheer fact that Mexicans, the illegals, I'm not nothing against Mexicans, right? And I reckon anybody goes through the system properly, have the rights as anybody else. Who do not go through the system correctly, they have no rights. And if they're taking jobs from normal citizens and at a lower rate of pay, of course, I can see that's going to cause a conflict. And so we, as a society, we are fed on this bullshit. That's all I can say, bullshit. And it's the same within ufology. And I don't want to break, I'm not trying to break away from the conversation. Ufology is full of bullshit. And I'm saying that now, straight to the point. There are quite a few good, in my Facebook page, you'll know who I am. If I think they're full of shit, I will not pay my page. I tell you that now. Anything that doesn't make sense, I will not pay. But that's just my opinion, you know. But people don't realize. I mean, I got 5,000 members, and I got two and a half in my Beehive group, and believe it or not, it takes up a lot of my time. I've got to come and do a show. And look, I must apologize. I haven't done a show for quite some time, you know. And it's because I've actually kind of lost heart with the way ufology is going, you know. And when I say ufology, it's like, it's like it's kind of sour. We're hearing the same story all the time, you know. And that's the thing. We're hearing the same story all the time. You know, it's like everything's in the, when they do the documentary. I mean, I will call out. You get Dr. Stephen Greer. They do documentaries each year. One come out. Each year it seems different, but when you look at it closely, it's the same stories in a different order with a different narrator. It's the same shit all the time. It's a turnover. It's a turnover. It's a money-making industry, and it's sad. And it's sad that it goes like that. You know, it really is. But where do we go from here? I mean, that's the thing. Where do we actually go from here when we talk about ufology? I mean, do we actually kind of say, hey, let's talk amongst ourselves and say, hey, do we really want to listen to this shit? Or are we going to share our own experiences? Because as an experiencer, I mean, I don't talk about a great deal. I actually, quite honestly, I feel very uncomfortable talking about it. But I have spoken about it a few times, not a great deal. And for the main reason, I talk about it and encourage others to speak up, because I understand where it's coming from. You know, I mean, I understand how people feel, and I'm not going to get into the story of my experience right now, but all I can express my feelings. And after my experience, I've had 3 experiences in my life. One when I was 7, right to the age of 13. And one at the age of about 18. Very brief, very weird that one was. And then the one that really impacted on me was in 1974. Now that one left me suffering for about 3 years. I suffered badly for the first 12 months after my abduction. My suffering was in sense of anxiety attacks, panic attacks, feeling of dying. It's how it feels. Your heart starts beating, I start sweating. Comfort, stripping off my clothes down to my underpants and laying on cold tile floor, trying to get my breath. For 12 months, I was on Valium pills. I was actually living in the UK at the time. And late 1974, I decided to head back home to Australia. Between 1965 to late 1974 in the UK. And when I got to Heathrow Airport in London, I got all my Valium pills and I just threw it in the garbage bin. And I lived with the anxieties and I went through hell. I really did. I actually thought I was going mad. First of all, I honestly believed my abduction at first because I wasn't really into aliens as such, you know. I honestly believed I had a near-death experience, and that's what I honestly believed. But again, it's just one of those. It's hard to explain, but as time goes on, and then you start seeing things and reading things, and you realize this wasn't a near-death experience. It was too vivid, and even now, since 1974 to now, it's so vividly clear. It's like it's been branded in my brain, and it's like it only happened 10 minutes ago. And yeah, it sounds crazy, but that's how it is. And I say, why me? Why do I have to put up this? I'd rather not have it. Let's put it that way. I'd rather not have this experience. I'd rather not be able to have to put up with it, you know. But again, it's just one of those things, isn't it? So it's you get it in there. Yeah, it's difficult, you know, and it still plays on my mind. But I've actually contacted a lady, Mary, a very well known within ufology as a hypnotherapist, and I've actually I have communicated with her in the past. She sent me a questionnaire, and I've been sitting back. I want to get it done because I know there's a lot to know. There's a lot more I need to know, and the thing is, it's how can I put this? It's hard to put in words how one feels, you know. I mean, I can't make up this shit, you know. I mean, it's the feeling. It just gets you here, you know. And I reach out. This is my way of reaching out. I want to hear their story. I want them to speak up because I honestly, believe it or not, I've got a lot of friends experiences. I mean, also like experiences me, and there's a lot. It is difficult. It is difficult, and trying to get. I'm hitting on a very delicate subject at the moment. Mainly, what's happening in ufology everybody making, to me, they're making a joke out of it. It's an industry. Let's put it this way. Let's get away from my experience and what I've gone through. Let's look at the reality of it all. Really had disclosure tomorrow where the governments of the world says, yes, we are being visited by extraterrestrials, biological aliens, what do you want to call it? That every filmmaker and people that want to write books about it, they're out of a job suddenly. They got nothing else to write about once it's all out. And I wonder what the next story will be. That's the crazy thing about it. But again, then again, hey, I'm going on now. I've actually it kind of touched me a little bit here. It's I feel very uncomfortable at the moment. So, but hey, that's why I haven't done a show for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Angela, not a lot of people do talk about this thing. They bottle it up. I mean, I bottled it up for, God knows how many years. And it took me to when I came out of retirement, well, actually, came into retirement, correct myself there. I thought to myself, shit, I've got to talk about this shit. I mean, I want to have an outlet. I want to have an outlet. I want a place where people can come, let's talk about it, Yeah. Oh, by the way, I like those, but they're not real. That's a green screen. Just let you know, Andy. It's a green screen. But I do have guitars actually like, well, that one there. That one. I've got one. I've got actually a Fender Strat inside, a Les Paul, and I've got a few guitar acoustics. So yeah, I do play. I'm quite an accomplished player. I can't do lead guitar like I used to. I'm just kind of getting away from the subject here. I can't play lead guitar like I used to. I'm more of a finger pick and melody man type style. That's what I'm into now. So oh, yeah, I know. You can't believe the things you see sometimes, can you? Right. Just imagine what AI stuff is actually doing today, eh? Yeah, I mean, you can get people like Camilla Harris standing up giving a speech and sounding wonderful, and it could be all AI generated. She could be sitting somewhere at home just getting drunk as usual on a wine, and while the AI is actually playing for her, who knows what it's all about, I mean, but again, I a lot of AI stuff, especially documentaries and stuff, but actually I didn't plan to come and do a show today. Actually, I spoke to my good friend Doc Skinner from 1028 Productions. He's been out of podcasting now for just over nearly 13, 14 months. And he's actually came back to the fold. And I thought, well, that takes guts, And, he does a great show. And he gets in, waffles on, does his thing. And he gets very romantic with the microphone sort of thing. But, yeah, I'm waffling on a bit at the moment, but I need to get my act together, and I'll do more shows. I've actually got some people I'm going to have on as a guest. I've got Mr. Flip Kinsella. He's a medium. he's got some great books. Where's his latest book? Let me see. Yeah. My good friend Philip Kinsella, Terrestrial Trespassers. Right. Now, I read it. It's brilliant. I actually highly recommend. Get out there, get the book. It's fabulous. You know what? This was a friend, lovely man. I've got about 4 of his books in my collection so far, which is wonderful. And I'm Preston Dennett, yes. And Preston does some good. Preston Dennett, I mean, really great. Especially Michael Schratt. He really does. Michael Schratt, he puts on some fantastic he does all this graphical kind of presentation, which is absolutely brilliant. And there are genuinely industry that got their feet on the ground, and they're into it because it's what they believe. And I have a lot of respect for these people, but I don't like really bad mouthing, but I find there are some doctors out there, I won't say names, that love to the Joshua Tree charged them about 5 or 6 grand a pop, and constantly making documentaries. I mean, they started off okay, but it's an industry. But that's how it goes. You've got to call it how you see it. And Gufon, brilliant, speaks their mind. They call, if it's shit, they'll call it shit. I'll tell you that now. They call it ufology. Yeah. And that's what it's all about, ufology, mate. It's bad. It really is bad. But anyway, I'm going to start calling it quick. Actually, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. How dare I? I don't know. How can I live with myself? My wife came up to me before she went out. She said, honey, give us your credit card. And she saw my Jack Daniels there. I got the evil look. I'm the boss. Good old Jack. Actually, I'm on my 4th can at the moment. So that's probably why I'm waffling on a bit. Had a bit of Dutch courage, just spit the dummy tonight about all the bullshit in ufology. But then again, I'm authentic. I don't care what people think about me. I really don't. But I tell you something, if you're my friend, you're my friend. But it's about it. And hey, you can call me whatever you want, as long as it's not late for dinner. But again, thank you for joining us. And look, what can I say? I've only been on for 54 minutes. I have all the boys on, usually works into about 2 to 3, or maybe 3 to 4 hours, like it does on the Geezer Geeks. But look, I'm waffling on enough tonight, but I'll get my shit together and start doing more regular and stay on track rather than drift all over the place. But look, thank you everybody for joining me. And remember, be kind and aspire to inspire one another. I mean, there's very little love in this world, and the world's gone crazy. But my music I'm posting on Facebook, they're all my originals, by the way. So people don't realize that. I mean, I wrote the words to all those songs. I picked the style of music and everything and the tempo to it. But unfortunately, I don't use the voice. The voice is all AI generated, but it's all my work. So head to my Facebook page and listen. Let me know what you think. Anyway, besides that, please come back again. I love you guys. I really enjoy being here for you. And I'm sorry I've been out of circulation for a while. Just a bit decided the way the ufology is going. But I think I'm going to break away and start talking about what's happening in today's world. Ufology there, but I'm not going to focus too much on it, so we can just kind of, hey, what's happening on today's world? But what's happening in Australia at the Olympic Games with this breakdance is absolutely shameful, idiotic. Who in hell wants to watch slow breakdancing? I mean, if you want to do breakdancing competition, well, do it like you're on a cardboard, fast and swift, Yeah. Oh, God, the world's gone sick. Anyway, love you all. Come back again. Hope to see you again. Thank you for joining me. Be nice, be kind, and look, aspire to inspire one another. Bye-bye now. Thank you.